Hey ladies and gents, we are back with some... We're going to check out the new boarding parties. I shouldn't say new, it's been out for a little while, not terrible long. So what does boarding parties do? It allows you to board enemy stations or ships and to take control of them. For this to work, you're going to need boarders. I got 62 of them here. And you need crew shuttles. These are a new feature on the fighters manufacturing, or you can buy them at... whatever those stations are called. I've slips my mind right now here, where you buy fighters and shuttles and stuff like that. So crew shuttles are different, of course, than cargo shuttles, and of course fighters. You can find either and or wherever you look. So how it works is essentially depending on the size of the station, how many boarders you're going to take to do it. Of course, you can level up your boarders and all that kind of stuff, and they have a new set of blocks for that. There's cloning blocks, and of course there are academy blocks that you can train. We're going to go do another video on that, but right now we're just going to do boarders. So you need crew shuttles and you need boarders. Now, so you can fit all, I believe, 10 boarders per shuttle, right? So I only have 63 or 62 boarders right now. I just grabbed some boarders quick before I come out here. And you can find them anywhere. You can find them at just any place you can hire a crew. Now with the academy and the cloning, of course you can start making your own. Before you always had to hire them from a station, either yours or somebody else's, and now you can make them own. But we're going to talk about that in a different video. We are just going to do boarders. So right now I have boarders loaded, and I have crew shuttles loaded. So what we're going to do here is we're going to attack this station. Now I moved way out here, so I've just gained another 25 boarders because that's when I'm using a academy block. So now I have 87 boarders. So I should be easily able to take this. Small stations you can do them for under 100 boarders pretty easily, under 50 boarders pretty easily. It's only when you get, because right now I moved all the way out the edge of the galaxy. Just give you a quick run through. You get to the center of the galaxy and it takes a lot of boarders to take one of those big stations, because of course it depends on how big the station is, right? So with this one we're just going to, now you've noticed that none of my shuttles are lit, right? That only happens is because you actually have to damage the station enough for the boarders to be able to board. So I've had to down gun this quite a bit. So we're just going to give it a little blast. And we've knocked it down to 95k. We'll give it another little blast. We've dropped it down to 57k, and one more should get us into border region. Right, so we're at 20k here. So I'm going to take my boarders and we're going to drop them off. So now they're going to start attacking that station here, and we're going to see what I'm talking about here. They're all headed for the station, and they're going to board it. There they go. Now when they entered here, they're going to have to fight through security, crew, and of course the new thing, which is the that's a new system, battling defensive weapons, that you can add to your in your systems. You can add it to your ship, or you can add it to your station, right? It's the first line of defense against boarders. So while this fight's going on here, we're going to get rid of the other baddies that are all currently coming in here, which is a lot. And you can see at the top of the screen the fight continues. And we're going to be able to, but I said I want to get these guys knocked out before that happens, because they might blow up my new station when I get, if I don't have it up and running. Come on. So they're still fighting over that. That shouldn't be too much longer to get that. And we've successfully boarded that station here, and we'll see what's going to happen. Typically you want to take these out first. These baddies. Holy crap, there's a bunch coming. Alright. Come on. It's the problem when your ship's too big. And you have to fight a bunch of little guys. Enough to literally, ship's literally big enough to take out the center galaxy garden in just a matter of a few minutes, maybe a minute. However, little tricky bastards like this are always a kind of a pain. This ship is so big, for kind of made for combat against things that are a little bit bigger than these little guys. 6.8K. I think I'm mounting like 420,000 Omicron on this ship. Alright, so we got one more. Let's kill the last Corvette of the Universal something Federation. Come on, swing around. There we go. Okay, so we've destroyed all the baddies, and of course now you see we've taken the station. Now it's called a defunct station. It actually has a name and everything, so it's got 12K. What we're going to do is jump over there quick. We'll glide a little closer to it, and we'll see what you can do now with the defunct station. Okay, so there's the defunct station. Now that we own it, of course it has no crew, or little or no crew. We'll look at what's left of the crew. All that really on here is there's some 70-some mechanics, and I have 46 boarders. So I started out with something around 60 boarders. So I lost a fair amount of boarders trying to take this. However, we're missing just about everything. So everybody's dead except for what you got on the borders, right? So now what's interesting about this, you have a couple options. You can take this station now and you can rebuild it to whatever you want. It still costs you credits to rebuild it, right? Not, I don't believe near as much. Yeah, quite a bit less than, because most of the stuff was like, so typically a no, it's about close to the same, I guess. Typically I thought that was for a shipyard. Yeah, so 36 million. Yeah, it's still the same priced, roughly, when you rebuild this, solar power plant. So it's still going to cost you the same to rebuild this as it would if you did it yourself. The nice thing about it is you don't have to spend any material to build it. So you can rebuild it in whatever you want, whatever the defunct station you want to do it in. Or what I like doing now is, of course, so my cargo. What do we got for cargo? Proton accelerator, high capacity lenses, and 13 accelerators. So what I can do here is interact with that, and I can transfer my cargo now. So I'm going to transfer all. Okay, so I'm going to transfer 45, 13, and 19. This is stuff I've captured now, and so these aren't even considered stolen goods. So I'm going to transfer all of it over. So gain 19 protons, gain 13 electrons, right, by taking this station. So now what I want to do with this station, now I could keep it and turn it into something else, or for the most part what I do is go into the build mode, and if I like the look of the station, I'll copy it and use it in my save designs for later. I'm not really interested in that, so what I'm going to do is just simply turn the safe mode off, turn off the select, and we're going to delete it. And what that's doing is I'm just going to and now the ship is gone. Or should be. Seems a little bit slower than you know why. We'll delete it here and take a look. There we go. Yep, so I gained 21,000 and 6,000 titanium. So there we go. And that is, for the most part, the new boarding party. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will be back with some of the other new stuff.